Deep for the wave, number 28, Harold Dennis, Steve Barrios, Ricky Davis. I'm Doug Bell, Scott Hunter on the sideline. Steve Cole kicks off for the Tide. That's Dennis fielding it 2 yards deep in the end zone, and here he comes. And he's brought down just past the 20-yard line. 4 wideouts, only 1 setback for Tulane. Woods back to pass. Over the middle, and it is complete. Wilbert Urson, their leading receiver, is knocked out of bounds. A flag on the play. 3rd down and 10. Flag down. Woods completes a pass over the middle. We'll see what the flag is all about. Somebody got a little over anxious for Tulane. That'll bring it back. John Copeland in on the stop there as well. This is Chip Clark to David Palmer. The deuce breaks in the open. 1 man to beat, gets a nice block, and he's going to score and excite the homecoming crowd. Touchdown, Alabama. Totally amazing. 500 pounds. There's the completion to Urson. That's been the early combination. Woods to Urson. Steve mentioned injuries have taken their toll. That's been the case with this Tulane team. Injuries have been a problem. And there's a problem there at the line of scrimmage. Mitch is really done a great job. 2nd down and 1. There's the handoff. Chance Miller gets close to the 1st down. We'll see where they mark it. 1st and 10, the ball on the 42-yard line. And Alabama again drawn off sides, it would appear. Been a backup for 3 different quarterbacks at Tulane and finally gets the nod this season, his 5th and last. There's the handoff to Chance Miller, who breaks it off the right to the left side for a 1st down. Tulane's drive started inside their 20. Woods finally gets some pressure. John Copeland brings him down for the sack.
There's Steve Webb. Forces Woods to step up. And there's Robert Stewart.
Chip Clark boots it away. David Palmer lets the ball bounce out of bounds at about the 15. Let's mark it at the 14-yard line. That's where the Tide will take over. Danny Woodson back to pass. Sounds like Scott knows exactly what he's talking about. The long one, and it's complete. Kevin Lee out of Mobile. Saran Stacy, Kevin Turner line up behind Danny Woodson. This is Saran, the man of the hour we featured on the top of our broadcast, and he breaks it up the middle for another 1st down. 1st and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. 7 minutes to play. Kevin Turner finds a huge hole and scores for Alabama, 13-0. Dennis looked like he wanted to catch it on the fly, short hops it, and has to go down with it at the 7-yard line. And again, Alabama jumps. That time it was Jeremy Nunley.
Foul. Defense in the neutral zone before the snap.
That's Dennis getting the 1st down. 5:50 and counting to go in the 1st quarter. Duncan back for his 1st pass. And it's intercepted. Antonio Langham picks it off, and here comes Alabama. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon for football. Danny Woodson's 2nd pass of the day to David Palmer. And you hear the excitement in the crowd. Whenever he touches the football, the crowd gets on their feet. Ham Green, 2 out of 3 in field goal attempts this season. Trying this one from 30 yards out, and he makes it. 3 out of 4 for Ham Green, 17-0 Alabama. Chip Clark, 3rd punt of the day. David Palmer back to receive it. Fair catch for Palmer at the 23-yard line. David Palmer wide to the left. Eric Lassick in the backfield. Lassick up the middle. Spins, breaks a tackle, and gets a first down. Second down, 7 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Martin Houston pulling his way forward, breaking a tackle, getting close to the first down. Alabama goes to Houston again, and again Martin just rumbles forward for a first down.
Not a real fair contest there.
On the right side, Kevin Turner, the other fullback, going for another first down. Saran Stacy back in the game, takes the handoff. I love that popping sound. Our microphones are right down there on the action. Ruffin Hamilton lays a lick. Camp Green, 35-yard field goal, kicked a 30-yarder in the first quarter. And Hamp does it again. So far, he is perfect on the afternoon. 20-0, Alabama. There's the punt to David Palmer. He fields it at the 36 and breaks up the middle. Takes it to the 44-yard line. Chris Anderson in the ball game now, the sophomore from Huntsville. He's lined up behind Martin Houston, and he takes the pitch left. Chris Anderson goes for about 10 yards, which is about his average. 10.8 yards per carry. Woodson back to pass, complete. Dabo Swinney gets close to a first down. We'll see if they gave it to him or not. Third and short. Martin Houston is the guy to give it to. Gets the first down easily. Martin Houston, 5'10", 235 pounds. Danny Woodson eludes the rusher, takes it himself, gets the first down and more, and finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 3. Flag down on the play.
That flipping 15-yard penalty during the run. Penalties from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Dabo Swinney
Was that
on the
Dabo?
clip, I believe so. Terrence Lynch goes forward for about 5. It's the senior backfield now. Kevin Turner at fullback. Saran Stacy takes the pitch. And there's the pass. We saw it against Temple, and it connects against Tulane. David Palmer. .7:24 to play before halftime. Jerome Woods back at quarterback. It's the draw straight up the middle. Chance Miller. Chance Miller behind Woods. And it's a first down. Wilbert Urson with a reception. But if he hadn't have stood in there, Jerome Woods would have never gotten the pass away. First and 10 from the 44. Nice pump fake. Intercepted by Antonio Langham, his second interception of the game.
That was a great football play by Antonio Langham that time.
First and 10, ball on the 27. It's Kevin Turner and Saran Stacy. Saran with a patented pitch right. Gains 4 or 5. Rick Brown wide right. Dabo Swinney wide left. Looking for Swinney. Nope. Saran Stacy breaks it across the middle. Gets down to the 47-yard line. From the 47, Danny Woodson straight back. Kevin Turner cuts it up. First down. Uh-oh, there's a clip. It's going to come back. Curtis Brown, the obvious clip.
No doubt about that. That was a clip.
Rick Brown, and another flag down. As Saran Stacy wiggles out of the tackle and gets a first down, but it's going to come back.
And another flag thrown after the play.
We have a 5-yard illegal motion penalty against the offense and a 15-yard dead ball personal foul against the defense, which will be a first down.
Mr. Thornhill will have the pleasure of covering him. Dabo Swinney wide. Here's the reverse. It's the double reverse. David Palmer up for a first down. The Alabama crowd almost holding their breath after that play, looking for a flag on the ground. Saran Stacy flag down. Saran goes for a touchdown, but it's coming back. Another flag on the play. I think it's in the area of holding.
Well, the 10-yard holding penalty against the offense. Repeat the down.
Alabama's had 2 big plays nullified. The Kevin Turner play because of a clip. Saran Stacy's touchdown because of holding. Vlasic and Turner in the backfield. It appears to be a broken play. Another flag is down, and Danny Woodson gets dropped.
Excellent penetration by the Tulane front defense.
Offside, defense, 5-yard penalty, and repeat second down.
Saran Stacy right up the middle. Carries it down to the 11-yard line. Be about 5 yards short of the first. 4 straight New Year's Day bowls. Major Ogilvie. Danny Woodson rolling left. Nice pursuit by the Tulane defense, although Woodson shows an acrobatic move and gets up close to the first down. David Palmer in the slot. Rick Brown wide right. First down, 6 for the touchdown. David Palmer chalk up another one for the man they call the Deuce. 3 touchdowns on the day for the freshman from Birmingham.
Really had never been defeated in high school, and it's just been a tough situation for Billy to adjust to.
A very high, nice punt that David Palmer fields at the 30. Urson is a young man. I think if they got the ball to him a little more, maybe he could make things happen. He's caught a few passes today. Here's a good punt from Tank. Sends Urson all the way back to his 18-yard line. He gets knocked out of bounds by Lemansky Hall. Billy Duncan was staring Robert Stewart straight in the face and left Robert holding the bag. That ends the first half. 10-yard gain for Duncan. But it's been all Alabama. Homecoming crowd very happy as they're getting ready to crown the new queen.
Oh yes, it's working out pretty well right now. And, I create a lot of double teams and I cause a lot of things to happen. So apparently I'm getting my job done.
Good to see you.
All right, there's the kickoff of the third quarter. It's Derek Lassick taking the ball and getting brought down right around the 36-yard line, and another flag has gone down.
Yeah, I don't think he'd change that.
Yard face mask against the defense. First down.
Saran Stacy breaks free. Gets a first down. Brandon Hamilton. John Schmaltz pitching for the Braves. John Smiley, the 20-game winner for Pittsburgh, apparently got knocked around pretty good. Danny Woodson rolls right and connects. Derek Warren, first down Alabama. Woodson to Saran Stacy. Runs over a man and scores a touchdown. Explosive Mike Stade just got plastered by Saran Stacy. It's now third down and 8. Back goes Jerome Woods. Scrambling up close to a first down. Did he get it? Just might have.
And of course I love football, so we hit it off well.
And he also said he didn't think he'd ever lost a game. He stood on the sideline.
Well, they had some pretty strong teams. If anybody stood on the sidelines, they watch us win.
At the Sunrise course in Vegas, incredible. Oh, that's close. And they gave it to him.
Benefit of the doubt. When it's 41-0, the benefit of the doubt goes to Tulane.
Trying to get Tulane on the scoreboard any way he can. There's a handoff to the freshman, Joey Perry. He breaks to the outside, showing some speed. He's 6, maybe 7.
Got caught up inside. I'm not sure if that was his man or if the safety was supposed to rotate over behind him. But somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be.
This is Woods rolling out, and he gets sacked by Robert Stewart. David Palmer gets a breather. It's Chris Anderson fielding the punt. And Chris goes back to his 22-yard line. number 33, the sophomore from Huntsville. Breaks it in the open. Gets up to the 42. Donnie Finkley wide left. David Palmer wide right. Jay Barker back to pass. It's the screen pass to Martin Houston, who gets the first down and more. Can he go all the way? The big fella, 5'10", 235, won't go down, fights his way to the 21-yard line. Martin is one of the married players on the Alabama football team. Been married for a little over a year. Jay Barker swarmed under. Darren Davis gets the tackle. Jay Barker, 3rd and 17. And again, the screen pass seems set up perfectly. Kevin Turner fights his way for another Alabama first down. Martin Houston, he wants a touchdown the worst way. Gets up to about the 4-yard line. Jay Barker, Martin Houston, and the big fella gets 6 points. The SEC Game of the Week Monday night, 10 Eastern on Sports South. Billy Duncan back to pass. Finds a man open, and Wilbert Urson brings it in at about the 46-yard line. Chance Miller is lined up behind Billy Duncan. He's the lone setback. Back goes Duncan, and he better look out. It's a fumble. Damian Jeffries, the freshman, falls on it. And Antonio London laid the hit on Duncan. Craig Harris, now the fullback for Alabama. Chris Anderson takes the pitch and finds a big hole. About 3 yards short of the first down. Well, let's see if Hamp Green can connect from 50 yards. The crowd in anticipation. Let's listen. And it's wide right. Looked like it might have made it over. A lot of young freshmen in for Alabama now. Sam Shade, number 31. Tommy Johnson, a quarterback from Niceville, Florida. There's Dennis. Gain of about 12, maybe 13. First down, Tulane. 2 freshman quarterbacks in for Alabama. Let's see if Tulane can exploit that. The completed pass. Duncan to Joey Perry, their freshman.
And Frocky dived over for the first down. Man in motion this time and travels back to pass, and it's a beautiful pass to Tommy Brooker, who goes into the end zone for the score.
Gary Butler, 5 out of 8 this season, 5'6", 155 pounds. From Pearl, Mississippi. And it's blocked. Alabama blocks it. And it's run back to about the 44-yard line. Jeremy Nunley with the block. Charles Gardner with the return. Jay Barker, 3rd and 7, finds Chris Anderson. Wiggles his way up close to the first down. He'll be 1.5 yards, 2 yards short. Ronnie Claymont on the stop. Okay, 1st and 10, 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Alabama gets a first down and more from Sherman Williams.
So many tackles, that's killing us.
Clipping penalty on the offensive team during the run from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Barker again pulls it down. Flag down. We've seen that a few times. He gets stopped right at the marker, but let's check the flag.
We have a 10-yard defensive holding foul will be administered from the end of the run. First down.
Jay Barker trying to lead Alabama on a touchdown drive. Up the middle. First down and more. Craig Harris, gain of 13. But you know how press box chatter is. Unconfirmed allegations. Jay Barker. The handoff, and it is a touchdown for Craig Harris. His first of the season. He'll cherish that one. 54-0 Alabama, 8:16 to play. James Tooley is now kicking off. Steve Cole's leg must have gotten tired, so James Dooley now kicks off. And he kicks it short, about the 7-yard line. Straight up the middle goes Joey Perry. He may go all the way. One man to beat the kicker, and he will go all the way unless he gets nabbed, and does at the 7-yard line by Tommy Johnson. Billy Duncan, Chance Miller behind him. Crowd wants a shutout. Chance Miller gets bottled up, nowhere to go, no gain. And Tulane is trying to score one of their own. Steve Ballard is wide left along with Wilbert Urson. It's Urson, no. Crowd wants a shutout. Duncan confused. And the touchdown is no good. Billy Duncan never really had a grasp of things. He lined up underneath the guard, went back to the center, bobbled the snap, and Tulane is scoreless.
We just had to execute what we planned to do all week, and I think we did a pretty good job of that. The coaches told me you might throw a bomb the first play you did, and it's good. Well, we had worked on that all week, and we just went out, and they was in the coverage that Kevin Lee had a chance to run down the defensive back, and I had to put it up, and he made a great catch.
Irving spikes, Craig Harris. This is spikes. Check that, Sherman Williams goes forward for a first down. I think the one big advantage next week, though. Hank Williamson, his second punt of the day. Wilbert Urson fields it at the 11. Gets dropped. Charles Gardner. Big kid. I guess James Harris, the old quarterback of the Rams, was about that big, but one of the largest quarterbacks I've ever seen. Completed pass to Jay Young. You'll see him in left guard, 65, Andy Abramowitz. His father now a high school coach in the New Orleans area. And he lets it out wide open. Urson catches it down at the 25-yard line. 1:30 to play. Tulane still trying to avoid a shutout. Getting his first action of the season at nose guard for Alabama. Woods. The completion to Tony Clark. And it's intercepted. Tommy Johnson breaks it up the sideline, and it looks like Alabama just might have more than 60 points. 61-0. Tommy Johnson runs it back. Tulane played Ole Miss tough, losing 22-3, and then Florida State lost 38-11. There's a completion to Steve Ballard.
It's really easy to look past a game like this, but Alabama played extremely well. I know the coaches are pleased with the performance.
Final play of the game, unless he goes out of bounds. Jerome Woods does go out of bounds. Are they going to call it? Yes, that's the ball game. Gene Stallings wins his first homecoming game as head coach of Alabama. The final 62-0. You name a player, and yes, they probably scored for Alabama today.